this game was great. So guys, there's been a lot of speculation that, you know, PlayStation players go around saying Xbox has no games. Xbox has no games. They only got Halo and other stuff. And Halo is the only thing keeping Xbox alive. But that's not entirely true. There was a lot of great games that came out on the Xbox. Recently, I just got my Xbox Series S, and there was a Xbox exclusive video game called The Medium. And let me tell you that this game was pretty nerve-wracking, pretty great, but a cliffhanger ending, which I kind of didn't like. But hopefully, the people who created The Medium comes out with a part 2, because I really want to see how this game came out in the end. So the story comes around with this a psychic medium named Marianne. She, when the game first started, she had to bury her longtime friend, somebody she thought of as a mentor, Josh, a pastor. Well, not a pastor, someone who was like who gave friends and families gives people a purpose, not purpose, give people's a choice for how they want to bury bodies. He was basically a person who does caskets, does he cremates people. He does all this. Apparently he passed away from old age or something like that. And Marianne is saying her first goodbye, her final goodbyes to him. Basically finds his pen and then his tie. He dress him up for his final burial. Then as she's doing this, she has like some psychological some psychological episodes going on. She sees him in the psychological stage. She says her final goodbyes to his psychic medium, and she's upset. She cries. She's grieving. Then she gets a phone call from this guy named Thomas, who requested that she meet her at this old abandoned hotel, which she does. She went to the hotel. She started doing some investigation about some psychic mediums some psychic medium episodes that went on there. And there she meets this girl Sadness, who is this little girl stuck in the psychic world. She can't escape. She's there for all eternity. And she asks Marianne for help to try to set her free. She tells her about the things that went on in the hotel. There was this massacre that happened in the hotel. Marianne has to investigate like what happened. What was this a case of a bad demon or a bad evil ghost possessing people in order to slaughter and do this and do that. And as she's investigating, she finds out that she has a sister who's missing, dead. She doesn't exactly know yet, and she has to find out what happened with her sister. She has to find out what happened with her with her Marianne's past. She's trying to find out all these things while also having to put up with a lot of psychic medium episodes. So She does all this investigating. While she's doing this, she's also setting some trapped souls in the psychic world free. And while she's doing this, she is being pursued by a demon, a possessor, a evil spirit called Ma. Ma is in the game is a evil spirit that basically kills and enslaves trapped souls, takes their skin from them, and then wear them on his own body. And he's doing all this while this guy is pretty sadistic. This guy, he is the he's pretty much the main entity in the game that you want to try your best to stay away from. I've had my fair share of encounters of death from this guy alone. Pretty much this guy alone is pretty much the biggest enemy of the game, and you know, he's a real problem. He had me on my toes for a bit. He really did. Yeah. So Ma, he was this evil entity. He tries to take Marianne's soul, take her skin, and wear it on his own body. And while he's trying to do that, she is steady trying to she's running away with him, trying to help Sadness, try to release some enslaved souls. And what all this go around, we found out that Marianne's sister at a young age was she was sexually assaulted. She was raped. Her father Thomas, who is also a psychic medium. He goes around trying to find out what caused the man who did this to his other daughter, his daughter Lily, who apparently who is also a psychic medium. Was so angry that she ended up releasing a very dangerous entity. I'm pretty sure with the way I described Ma earlier, you guys can probably figure out what that is. So after this whole demon is released and he starts killing, Thomas tries to figure out like what caused this one guy to do this to Lily. And as he's going in, the rapist's mind, we found out that you know his father died. He had a rough childhood. His mom was pretty much she was pretty much sleeping around for money, and she ended up meeting this one guy who was pretty abusive to the rapist as a child, and that ended up causing a problem inside him. Ended up causing that man to have some demons inside his head that he couldn't get away from. Not to mention he also had a friend who was apparently very sick, and she ended up dying. As soon the very sick girl that was sick with the man who raped Lily. As a child, he had some very traumatic things going on inside his head. So he went down to the forest one day, which is also a maze. He went down to the forest one day, and come to find out that she never came. So it was my speculation that she most likely passed away. So Thomas finds the young kid, which grew up to become Lily's attacker. He decides to like release his soul to try to release some demons, but it didn't really help. And now that was a flashback, And now back to the present, we see Marianne confronting the demon that did this to Lily, and they both had to have a little dialogue. The demon pretty much says that he didn't want to do it. It's just in him. So and all he wants to do is to be set free and not have to live with this pain. So Marianne ended up setting him free, and he praises her for it. Now, continue on with the story. Marianne continues to find out what happened with her sister, what happened with Thomas, and as she's doing this, she has some conversations with some demons, and Ma is still chasing after her. Like in this game, Ma pretty much has you on your toes this whole game. You got to run from him. You got to hide from him. You got to pretty much do whatever you can to stay alive and stay away from him. In this game, you start discovering things. You start discovering things about your past. You start discovering things about Lily's past and what drove her to release that demon. And as you continue and find the secrets out, you find out that Lily and Thomas were pretty much camping out or living in this boat in this shelter, and Thomas was doing everything he can to keep the demon from releasing away from Lily. And while Lily was continuing going mad about this, the demon kept on getting stronger. So Thomas didn't really figure out any other way to try to keep his other daughter Marianne from getting involved in the action. So in the past, a fire ended up breaking out at their old home in the orphanage because of what happened with Lily. And as that went on, Marianne ended up going into a coma, and Lily and Thomas ended up surviving the fire. But instead of bringing Lily to Marianne, Thomas decided to keep Marianne away from Lily, to mainly keep Marianne safe. And with that decision, she ended up living a normal life. She ended up figuring out how to use her power. She ended up going around helping people. She's done this, she's done that. She got a job as a psychic medium. She also got a job as a person who manages burials. And as Lillian starts to worry about her sister, you come to find out that the little girl in the beginning of the story didn't actually die. It was actually Lillian who manipulated Marianne's dreams. Because of what happened in the past, she wanted to desperately die. She wanted to be set free from that pain she was enduring. And it turned out that Lillian and sadness was one and the same. Lillian was still a little girl at heart, because her childhood was pretty much taken away from her. And as as the ending goes on, we see Ma not wanting anything to do with Lillian because like I said, because Ma came from Lillian, he really has no need for her. Lillian wanted Ma to destroy, kill everything in sight, and that's exactly what he did. He was her anger that came out. He wanted to make everyone else pay because of something Lillian went through. Now, in the ending, Lillian wanted Marianne to kill Lily and set her free, get her away take her away from all these demons that's going inside her head, and Marianne couldn't do it. Yeah, as it's going on, Ma came in. He's telling her, "Hey, you don't do that. Let me take your skin instead." And as all this is going on, Marianne decides to try to off herself, making Ma completely scared that he won't be able to get Marianne's skin. And as all this is coming to a conclusion, you hear a gunshot, and the screen just went completely dark. Like, did Marianne shoot herself? Did Marianne shoot Lillian? Did Marianne shoot Ma? I'm pretty sure Ma wouldn't even be affected by it anyway. So as everything like this is going on, they are pretty much cliffhanging the game for a sequel, and hopefully it does get a sequel. I want to see what actually happened at the ending with the gunshot, and then at the credits, it seems like Spirit Thomas is picking up something off the spirit world, and as you see a big light in the spirit world in the background, everything just ended right there. And the story with that the story that I'm guessing they are trying to say here is that they are trying to tell you what psychic mediums have to go through in their daily lives, trying to live a normal life and trying to set souls free. And then you have some bad demons trying to take your soul or take your life, because they feel like their main purpose is to kill and make people's lives miserable. So the story may be a little boring how I say it, but if you play the game, the story is pretty good. It's really good. I personally give this game 4 to 5 stars, because this game was a pretty much new experience that I've seen. I wouldn't exactly call it a survival horror, but it's more of a suspense type game that has you dealing with ghosts, demons, tragic life stories. I find it really good. So whoever the creators are for the Medium, the Xbox Series exclusive, bravo to you guys. Hopefully you guys are in process of doing a sequel, because I really do want more games like this. I do. But that's all I gotta say for this video, man. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. If you guys have an Xbox Series S or Series X, download that game and play it for yourselves. Let me know how y'all feel about it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this right here. I see y'all in the next one. Peace.